bro. Not to forget that Family Talks is back.
Yep. Actually, I wanted to say it at some point.
Family Talk is back. So today's conversation, you're going to do...
So what's the conversation? We'll tell you.
It's going to be a lot of moments today on the show.
That's so certainly right. Yeah. I can't wait to bring this up because I personally have an experience. I pretty much grew up in this situation. Situationship, if you like, and don't even try to guess what it is. Just hang on there. You get to it. We are streaming live on our socials. So those who like to find out what's going on, you can find us on our socials on Facebook. We're streaming live in just a moment. Nigeria Info 99.3, and if you are listening to us from wherever, you could also join us on that platform on Instagram. That's Instagram on.
Is it Twitter now?
YouTube was what I was going to say.
Okay.
YouTube was we're streaming there. I can see some people have joined us already on these platforms. But first, Lagos. Kilo shele gongon, kilo hapun. How do you say that in Igbo?
Ogineme.
What is Nafion? Is that?
Some people, another people.
Nafion. What's Nafion?
Just the way that in Yoruba land there are different what I call it dialects. Yes,
okay.
In Yoruba land, just the way it is in Igbo as well.
Yeah, that's right.
The Owerri Igbo is different from the Anambra Igbo.
I kind of like the Owerri Igbo.
The Abakaliki Igbo is different from the
That one is a bit like Chinese though. Okay. Sonia is on the line. First caller. Let's find out.
Good morning, Nigeria.
What's up, Lagos?
Hey.
Cheers to life.
Hey. Colin.
Yes.
Teke. And Andrea. Good morning.
Good morning
to you.
In fact, I'm so excited.
We're more excited than you.
I think I spoke with you on Monday.
Okay.
Today is a family. You are talking about family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build my family. I told you my children are singing. I sent you a message. I sent it on your Instagram.
Okay, I'll check it. I think I saw it yesterday. It was quite lengthy. I'll read it. I'll get back to you. I'll definitely.
She's not mine. She's on my family. Never coming calling.
God bless you. Thank you. What a way to... Hey guys, disclaimer, we have crazy callers. We have people who call and scream, people who say stuff that will make you feel like, are they all normal? Yes, but we are normal. It's just excitement. It's fun. Mm-hmm. We're not crazy people.
That's right.
There's a bit of craziness in us, but not like crazy, So that's a disclaimer. So if you hear people calling and screaming, don't say what's wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with us. We're having fun on radio.
That's right. 0700 993 993 993. And for the female only line, 01465 7190.
All right, more people are coming, and that's the screen the calls. We get set for the conversation right here. But for those who will be joining us at the first time, welcome on board.
That's right. Welcome.
Well, indeed. So we check out some messages, and we get to go into all that in just a moment. And one other thing I want to mention is that today, this morning, we're coming. See, guys, there are different my interaction with road safety officials or personnel has given me some level of understanding about different categories of roads. There is highway. There is expressway. Those two I know for sure. Lagos Ibadan is an express road. Lekki Ekpe is an express road. I think Uzumba Imbadiwe is a highway. But now, guys, you cannot be seen crossing an express road on foot and telling the cars to stop for you to cross. We see that happen all the time.
That's right.
Andrea, we saw something this morning that baffled us.
I went crazy.
On an expressway.
I was just screaming. And this woman had to even stop halfway on this expressway.
I was complaining.
Warning the driver. I'm like, this person, you don't like your life at all. like on an expressway. And there, in that particular area where this happened, there's supposed to be a pedestrian bridge where people can cross.
Yeah.
Rather than, and that's the thing with Nigerians. When the government builds these structures, we don't get to use it.
We think we're smart.
We don't use it, and that's the thing. You complain all the time that the government isn't working. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. But have you done your part? Now, if those bridges, right?
Pedestrian bridge, yes.
Yeah, have been constructed there. You'll find out that a lot of Nigerians would not use it. They'd rather cross the road the way they usually do than to cross through the pedestrian bridge. And that's very wrong.
Now, let me just put it this. If God forbid that car hits anybody or anyone crossing an express road, if it does, we'll surround you. Surround, because
the cab guy,
you are in a legal place.
He was just frustrated, like, see. You just want to end your life. Like, you just want to do that. These people are on their right. Now, if you see a car who is, like he mentioned, if cars are riding on not speeding, but on the express, just like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on their rights. You who is the pedestrian that is trying to cross, you don't have the rights to want to stop anybody.
That's right. You don't. I mean, how would you go on express? Express. You cross on foot. Anyway, we see it every day. Let me act as if it's strange.
It's not strange.
We see it every day.
No, in fact, people cross the road. That's why there should be that bridge. They are constructed. Use it. Please use it.
Well, we had to mention that. Let's get back to the calls now as we hear from Lagos. What's happening in the Lungu, the neighborhoods?
Hey, what's up, Lagos?
What's up? Cheers to life.
Hi. Man, so happy to get you guys. So, man, I've tried.
We're happy to hear you too.
We're happy you.
Oba Soro. That is Emeka from Lagos Island.
All right, Emeka, welcome. How is Lagos Island this morning?
Sheriff?
Where is Sheriff, please?
Hello?
Where is Sheriff? Are you listening to... Are you still in the morning crossfire? You are moved to what's up, Lagos?
Sheriff, I've entered my brain. Sorry, my brother.
It's okay.
Don't be jealous, my brother.
No, come on.
Please, I'm begging you. What is happening in this Ado Road? Please, is it that Lagos State government has forgotten us in this Ado Road here? And that they have left it for the hands of area boys and some well-wishers that pour concrete on the road now? Or I don't just understand. Or is it that the people that is living in this Badore and Ado, are they not in the island here? And these people are generating funds from this side though. So this thing that Lagos State government is doing, let them come and make us to understand one thing. Is the area boys in charge of the road or government is in charge of the road? Because in our eyes here, Olumegbon, we were saying Olumegbon was the Kaba. Now Olumegbon is not no more alive.
Yeah.
But the Kabas now, we don't even know them. They are faceless Kabas that are eating from this Ado road. My brother, they keep on digging the road, spoiling the road. They have gone to the extent of all those turning, all those places you see they turn. They will now break one side that they know that they turn. So that if you have to turn 2 times or 3 times before your motor will be able to turn. You can imagine somebody turning, going front, coming back, the go-slow is going to cause behind.
Yeah.
Sheriff, the Kabas here, it seems they are getting more bigger than Lagos State government.
All right. Great.
Yeah,
I'm very sure we have that opportunity. Our colleagues really talk about that all the time. Sheriff, we talk about it. Sandra, we talk about that on the community report. I'm sure we're going to get information across to them. And like you've said, they have heard. So we hope that something will be done on Ado Road. I remember we mentioned some time ago about Ado Road and the things that happened there. But you know what? I never want to come here on radio and try to bring myself into the mood of trying to worry about the problems that exist right here in Lagos, Nigeria, because there are many problems. We just want to talk about the things that indeed would keep us going, indeed. Because problem, not the finish. Problem, not the what? Not the finish. Thank you for the calling. Last caller. Ado Road complaining. Well,
hello,
what's up, Lagos?
What's up? How you doing this morning?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Morning.
Share the live, share the right, share the more.
Add a 4 to it.
I mean, I'm just calling from Surulere.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, Surulere is very cool and calm right now.
Great to hear, man. Larry.
All right. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
sharing.
much for giving us that update. Grab a seat, get set.
Hello.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up? Cheers to life.
Yeah, the life. Yeah, the right. Yeah, everything terrible. My in-law. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, this is Igor Victor.
Igor.
How are you doing? 1-on-1.
I'm fine, no. I don't know, ma.
Yeah. Can't call.
Can't call what? Can't call what now? What now? Now, man.
Andrea.
Hello, please.
Hello.
Are you toasting my wife in my presence?
Please, speak English so that he can understand.
How is Bobo? Is it Bobo or her? I was trying to know.
If my child is a girl or a boy.
Okay, yes, I was trying to know the gender.
Does it matter?
Okay. How is the baby?
It's doing well. Great.
It's well.
Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say hi. I just want to give a shout. Oshodu is very, very cool, calm, collected this morning.
Okay.
I enjoyed the program. I have not called and I've not listened for a long time. I said, let me just use this opportunity to give a shout to the wonderful couple on set.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, my in-law.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to get to the next level of the topic you want to present so that we'll still share it together.
Fantastic. Just hang on there. We're getting into it. What's up? Okay, great, man. Great conversation. Great people. Lovely time out on radio. We'll be going on the break now. When we come back, all right, we'll go on a break. When we come back, it will be time for us to launch our topic today. I can't wait.
I am Simone Cipriani.
And I'm Claire Press.
You are listening to the Ethical Fashion Podcast.
Get ready for another season of the EFI podcast series.
Change starts at the grassroots level from the collective efforts of people.
This Friday at 12:15 to
That's why today on Family Talk, we will be talking about living with step-parents or stepchildren. A story that you hardly hear on radio.
That's right. And today we want to sample people's experiences on living with a step family. Also to highlight the advantages and disadvantages of having a step family. Well, I mean, the people who have been in this, you have first-hand experience.
Positives and negatives.
Both positive and negatives.
There are advantages and disadvantages.
Yes, they are. Wow. So we want to hear from you, Lagos, Nigeria, this morning. If you are one who you've lived with a step family before, be it as your mother, stepmother, or your stepfather, or you are the parent now, you've had stepchildren. How was the reception? I'm just imagining, for instance, a person, I'm getting married to a person who's married before, who's got children. How am I going to be received by those children? There's usually a war on that aspect as well, where the children is, is this my new mommy now?
Are they going to probe me?
Exactly.
If now happens that you're younger than their real mommy.
Yeah. If you have seen this, is it a sitcom now? It's called Instant Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Instant Family. It's in that line as well. It took a while for the man's children to accept, the lady as their mother. It took a long time for that to happen.
So there's also a movie that I think it had Idris Elba and Beyonce. I can't remember the title of that movie. That no, Gabriel Union. Okay. That Gabriel was trying to come into Idris' life. I don't know what the title of that movie. Okay. And Idris already had 2 children, and then this kid sat down and we're asking questions to Gabriel. Gabriel you can just come in here and act as if you're a mom. Are you a mom? So some kids can, even when they're children, they can be so it could be an experience. I know a lot of people have been in that situation or seen people in that situation. Right. This will make for a great conversation today on Family Talk.
That's right. We want to hear from you this morning. Like we said, we want to sample people's experience. That is your experience on living with step family. And if you're a person who you're not a party to it at all, we want to know why you are not a party to it.
That's right.
Because there's some people who would say, I don't want to, if I see a guy who has children, I'm not going to marry him.
Or a woman who has children.
I'm not going to marry her. There's that aspect as well. So what are your reservations? What are your sentiments when it comes to things like this? We want to hear from you this morning. Right. That's also, we know that in some families, new adults and kids seem to fit in easily, right? As though they've been there all along. But some families brought together through marriage can be so difficult, also different, that the best everyone can do is grit their teeth and work hard, just, get through the weekend together. It can be like that where
we'll just rough out.
I don't like her. She's not my mom.
And that's not going to change.
I don't like him. He's not my son. I'm just going to try because I love the father. It goes on like that.
Yeah, so and building a relationship with step-parents or stepchild can be quite different from building other new relationships. After all, when you meet a new friend or love interest, you are the one deciding if that person will have a role in your life. You get to introduce these new people into your life gradually. Yeah. Now, taking time to decide how they will fit in or how you really feel about them.
That's right.
That's for a normal relationship, right?
That's right. A step-parent, for some people who are still asking, okay, who's a step-parent? I'm sure it's not even just right now. Now, a step-parent is someone your mom or your dad has invited into the family. Sometimes a step-parent can feel like a stranger who is suddenly inserted into the most personal aspect of your life. That is, if you're the child now. And the pressure to get along can be really intense.
I'm telling you.
Can be really intense. Trust me. I've seen movies. I've had people who also have been in that situation where, I don't know if this man's children are going to accept me. And, there's that pressure to want to put that you love them. There's that pressure to show that, you're there not for harm. You're there to love them just the way you love their father, And because everyone's situation is different, there's no easy answers to accepting a step-parent or a stepchild. Some people find themselves with new step-parents after a parent has died. Others after parents have divorced. Some parents take years to meet and marry another person, you know. It takes a long time for some people, especially for those people who lost their loved one.
Other,
it's usually really tough for them to remarry, you know, almost immediately. So yeah.
That's indeed a fact. And that's why when a parent remarries, you know, you may find yourself with an instant family or, you know, step siblings, or eventually with younger half brothers or half sisters. I also had that experience.
Yeah.
And this is why today, I like to mention that today on the Family Talk.
Yes.
We will like to hear from you if you've been in this situation before. Ever. Like Andrea mentioned, we'll get to at some point where we'll look at the advantages and disadvantages. But you know what? We'd like to hear from you first.
That's right.
And that's why the numbers are ready for you to start calling.
0700 993 993 993.
That's right. And 0809 597 5805. That's for WhatsApp messages.
That's right. And if you are a woman, you want to share your experience as well, be it you as a child to a step parent or you as the step parent yourself.
Yeah.
Do call us up 014657190. We have Kunle on the line who is waiting to hear. For us to hear him.
Wait, I'm going to mention this quickly. If you've called this week, all right, it's always smart that you hold on for others who have been trying to reach to call first.
Hello.
What's up, let's go!
Okay, guys, I told you. There's some craziness added.
Goodness.
I had warned you. Yes! Cheers to life!
What?
Andrea!
Yes!
Good morning!
Good morning! You want to block my ear?
Sorry. Apologies, I couldn't call you.
I already gave
Andrea to start with.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Collins.
Yes.
How you doing, bro?
Well, I'm good, man. Kunle, good to hear from you, man. Your vibe is always contagious. That's so, man.
Yeah, man, Collins, when this topic made me so emotional, but I have to scream it out first. It's really touching because so far, I won't lie to you, on this show, I've not been this emotional. But, man, because I'm a good experience of this.
Wow.
In fact, because I have to allow others to call, I'll make it very short.
Okay.
I lost my mom since I was 1.
Wow.
So I have no siblings, as in, say directly to me.
Say mama, yes.
So I've been living with a stepmom, and I saw a lot. When I mean a lot. That's a lot that I've been seeing. Even my grandma could not take it anymore. She had to come take me away from there. But that a lot I was seeing now helped me till today. I've been so independent in so many areas because it was like I was so maltreated.
Wow.
But it is helping me. It has made me so strong.
Wow.
Now today I'm married. I'm married. I met my wife when 5 years ago, but she had a daughter. Now I have to live with his stepdaughter again. So now the same experience now. So I don't want my stepdaughter to go through what I've gone through. Growing up. So I try as much as possible. Sometimes when she does some things that really needs serious beating, I'll look at myself. That are you in the best position to beat this girl? So that our grandmother will not be saying, she not be her daughter, she not be her daughter, and why she could be beaten like that. You understand? So I try as much as possible to make her comfortable, and when it's time to discipline her, even when I'm disciplining her, even the mother will say, and I cannot beg for you because you have passed your boundary.
Wow.
So I've tried to draw that line because I grew up in that way. So I don't want to pass aggression. You get? So I'm trying as much as possible to live to make her comfortable as much as I can. Because I also have 2 daughters, and she's because apart from the fact that people that knew my wife before we got married, after I got married, people that saw this girl with me never knew she's a stepdaughter to me. and I don't present her as the stepdaughter. I present her as my daughter. You get so nobody knows. Even my neighbor does not know.
That's how it should be.
She's a stepdaughter. So I try as much as possible to make her comfortable, and when it's time to discipline her, make sure I discipline her accordingly. Accordingly.
All right, thank you so much, Kule. We didn't mean to make you feel emotional this morning.
But no, it's fine. It's fine. But let me scream it out again. What's up, Lakers?
Yes! Just alive!
Right. Remember when we started this conversation, we said there's going to be a lot of moments today on the show.
I hope that I won't. As he was talking, man, I just flashed back because I had double step experiences. You know, growing up with my mom getting married to someone else, and then I was stepdad, half step brothers. I also at some point went to stay with my dad, my dad's wife.
Oh God!
So I had also a stepmom experience, a stepdad and a stepmom experience. Come on, Collins.
Sometimes when I look at Collins, right, Lagos, Nigeria, I'm not saying this because he's my husband, but I'm saying it because Collins is a rare human. If he tells you his story and what he has been through from childhood till now, you wouldn't believe it's the same Collins who is sitting here talking to you like he's got no worries. Man, you are strong. Are you going to share your story today?
I'll talk about a few things that I experienced because I almost shed tears just a while ago. I just flashed back. I remember, I stayed with my stepmom, and then because I was a son, right, and my dad's first son. And my dad was quite wealthy. He had a lot of things. He had houses, cars, and everything. And there was already that fight of, okay, this is the guy that's going to take over, right? So there was already that fear. I was already a threat to people I didn't know, but I was just a kid. I didn't know anything. And it all started from the fact, of course, when I've mentioned it before that my dad was not allowed to marry my mom. So when I was like 9 months old, my dad had to leave. He had houses in different places, so he had to leave my mom. And my granddad, was just changed my name, named me, told me that this is a name I must bear. I mustn't bear a name given to me by my dad. And he named me Teke, so there's a little story about that story. And for 20 years, when I was entering secondary school, from when I was 9 months, I never saw my dad. So when I was getting into secondary school, that was the first time my dad came to the city I was living in. And that's how I got to know where he was living, that he had a wife. Now, I knew of the wife, but I never knew when he comes. So that was the first time. All I had of him was pictures. Imagine this guy growing up as a toddler, growing with your stepdad, growing up, and then never really meeting your dad. I won't go into stepdad just yet because that's another story. So, and then this first opportunity I had, I remember he taking me to the market to buy. I had the first time to have my dad hold my hands and point on something and say, "Would you like this?" and pay for it. That was the first time, because as a kid, I always got to pay for everything I got. Pay for my school fees from primary school. From primary school, guys. Yeah, it's not a joke. All right, so I had to stay with him.
I remember when you told me, sorry that I had to cut you. I remember when you told me that the day he took you out to pick things, and he was going to pay it, that you were shocked, you were surprised.
It was strange.
Because it was strange to you. You started saying things like, that can I pay for it? Like, is it true? Can I take it? Like, you were even asking for permission. Like, it was strange. It broke my heart. Like, it really did break my heart.
Take it. He took me that time in his car. He traveled with me from city to city because he had a transportation business, moving into. He took me from city to city. I had that experience. And then when he came back, he took me home. And then I went there, met my stepmom, and he went back, and I had to stay there. My son, I won't lie to you. At some point, I was given raw cocoyam to eat.
Jesus.
Raw cocoyam. I was forced to eat it. If you know how cocoyam is, it will scratch your mouth. It will peel and burn your entire mouth. I was given that to eat. I remember in the morning in that city, it's called Boya. It's very cold. It almost snows sometimes. Sometimes the fog is so down. It's like Jaws. For those who know Jaws. Sometimes you can't even see the person standing a meter close to you. You can't see that person. You know what I'm saying? So you need lights during the day. So it's that cold. I remember being forced as a child who was in primary school. If I wasn't going to school those period, I was forced to have my bath with cold water in the morning as punishment. For what? I don't know. What did I do? Like, I don't even know what I did. Yet I was working all the job, doing everything at home. I had such a terrible experience such that sometimes I look back, I'm like, Kai, what I do?
I remember you were telling me that the grandma, your dad's wife's mother
yes,
called you and sat you down.
I remember.
At that young age, I was telling you, you don't belong here.
Yeah, this is not your house. Yeah,
it's not your house.
This is not your daddy. Yeah,
it's not your father.
Don't come and think you're daddy.
Think you. And I was like, to a child, how dare you? To a child who is even the rightful heir. If, there's anything like that.
Of course.
And, man.
No. So my mom go carry me. Will say, "Hey, no keep my picking." I be like 1. I turn to 1. So guys, I've had first-hand experience, and if this is going to change the hearts of some people listening right now who are maltreating stepchildren or step-parents, you have to change your ways.
Today's your day of reckoning.
Let me tell you what happens. Those children always turned out to be great children, higher than the ones that you're protecting. It's not the curse. It's just what it is. Because I became so independent from primary school. Hello, Cheng Bomi. From primary school, I became so independent that I could take decisions at the age of 16. My mom could allow me to move and travel to Libya to go and hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
just saying, guys.
You've had.
Just saying, guys.
You've had experience, man. Collins, you've had experience. You are.
Anyway, I don't want to get emotional. Let's get it here from Lagos.
Jeez. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. You know, just to mention a few. One day you hear the story, you'll be inspired. But let's hear from Lagos, guys. It's not about me today, but I've had first-hand information about experience about that.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up,
Lagos?
Yes, cheers to life.
Comrade Ike Chuku from Otafam, aka Koboko Man.
Koboko Man.
I greet your wife.
I greet you too.
We greet you too.
We greet you.
The cocoyam you said you chop now has making me emotional. Well, my father, we used to see him 3 times in a year when he was in Nigeria Airways. When I wanted to enter secondary school, I don't know that my father was giving one pilot money to send for mama. This month, we not pay pilot money.
Wow.
My mother had to suffer. So we were not peeling cassava from 2 a.m. to 4. We still can't go to school. Okay, Collins. Some people are very wicked.
They are wicked. Some people are wicked.
So I lost my mom 23 years ago. You see, they pay me. The woman no chop anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
All right, thank you for sharing. Please. I think that it was because of your story. He had to
call
and say.
No, I actually shared a bit of tears, guys. Don't hold it back if you have to, but don't let it weigh you down. I had to shed. Before I told the story, I just remembered it and it went down because I was so innocent. Why should you treat me that way?
Exactly.
Today I did it now.
Take a deep
breath. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
Yes. Good. Debbie calling from Ikeja.
Hi, Debbie.
Very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have this experience personally, but I have a baby and I plan to remarry sometime 2-3 years, ahead. And the stories are just making me very wary. You need to have to triple my hustle.
Yeah.
At least so that I can give my own child something. I mean, to have something to hold on to. I'm getting really wary. So but I'm trying to be extremely careful. Like I beg, you have to love my child.
Yes, that's right.
So
please.
Thank you so much. If you're worried out there, just like Debbie, there are advantages and disadvantages of step family, if you like, and we'll definitely get a touch on that as we proceed on the show today. It's 10 minutes to 11. What's up, Lagos?
Yeah, what's up, Lagos? My name is Okwayemi, first-time caller.
Great to have you.
Hi, Okwayemi.
I happened to stumble onto your show yesterday, and I was like, I had to listen to it again today.
Wow.
Great.
Great.
I want to thank Nigeria Info because every one of you presenters, you have real conversations that need to be heard, conversations that are hardly spoken, and a lot of people are just in a lot of pain and they have a lot of weird ideas in their head. At least having these conversations out there, people, we know we can change, even if it's just 0.00.1%.
Yeah, that's right.
That one will make a difference in the world.
That's right.
So, Andrea Info, thumbs up to you.
Thank you.
Now, to the topic. I want to say this is a very heavy topic, because somehow, I'm not a victim, but I have a son, and I had a son before I got married, and I want to say, I want to speak from both ends, from the end of the child and from the end of the parent that is the step parent.
Okay.
Now, I have a son. My husband also has a son. So our family is like a mixed family.
A blended family.
A blended family, man. It is difficult. It's the most difficult thing in the world to love a child that isn't yours as yours. And the reason why I wasn't going to call before, but I said I'm a very good example because I have a stepson. My husband has a stepson too.
That's right.
Wow.
So I can understand. I can speak from both sides, because sometimes when my husband corrects my son, I feel like it's not because it's your son. And then when I'm in the place of wanting to correct his son, I'm always weary, as in, if he corrects my son this way, will I like it? You know? And then I'm always in a place whereby we're getting better now, because it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
For the parents, a lot of work. For the children, a lot of work. You really need to sit down with your kids and have lots of conversations, because that's what saved us.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten to the point whereby, look, I was like, heck, I want to go my way. And then I had to think about it, that, look, what message am I actually sending to these children?
That's right.
You know? Even if it's not a mixed family, if it's the family that we all came together initially as we have, it takes a lot of work to make a happy home.
That's right.
So now I just have to get down to that. Look, you are going to work times 5. If everybody else is working times 1, you have to work times 5 to make sure that this thing works.
That's right.
It's a lot of conversations with the children, a lot of conversations with ourselves, and then we have to just set, look, this is what our family values are going to be. So, look, this emotional, what am I going to call it now, that we're both working on each other, that, look, is this if this was my child, if it was my child, would I correct this way?
Yeah.
We have to let everybody know that, look, this is the standard.
Yeah.
That's right.
So once we could create the standard, so it's no longer about you, not about me, but it's about the standard.
That's right.
So I would want to put it out there, like, yes, we accept the first fact that it's going to be very difficult to love someone else's child as yours.
Yeah.
But if you always remember that this is a child of God,
That's
it
right.
will help a long way.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then eventually look out for the good things about the child, or about every person has something beautiful and unique about them.
That's right.
So once you can focus your eyes on the beautiful things, because it's not your child, it's easy for you to see the ugly part.
All right.
You know? But focus your eyes on
the positive
and make so much noise about those.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. A major point. We need to go on a break quickly. When we come back, we continue this. It looks like it's going to be a conversation.
I am Simone Cipriani.
And I'm Claire Press.
You are listening to the Ethical Fashion Podcast.
Get ready for another season of the EFI podcast series.
Change starts at the grassroots.
principle of fairness must be applied by leaders in addressing challenges in health and economy and other issues.
Well, author of a book about President Muhammadu Buhari's wife, Mrs. Hajar Sani, has been named Nigeria's ambassador and permanent delegate to the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. The appointment came less than a week after the launch of a book on the First Lady.
The Nigerian Center for Disease Control has recorded 89 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of infections in the country to 164,000. Two new death was recorded during the period as the death toll remained at 2,061.
And still on the headlines, Edo Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps says it has forwarded an attempted jailbreak by inmates in the Nigeria Correctional Service facility in Obiaja, Southeast local government area of the state.
Former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, has faulted the recently conducted Southwest Congress of the People's Democratic Party held in Osun State, describing the exercise as a scam. Fayose accused the collation officer, Senator Chris Anyanwu from Imo State, of discrepancies while counting the votes cast.
Well, the United Nations Rescue Services is about to erect affordable homes for most Nigerians as part of efforts to address the country's housing deficit. Now, the program, which is meant for low-income earners, will be foreign funded.
The National Bureau of Statistics says residents of Lagos, Ebonyi, and Niger State paid the highest amount of premium motor spirit in March. The NBC says Lagos residents paid 200 naira and 87 kobo per litre. Ebonyi paid 184 naira, 17 kobo, I beg your pardon, and Niger residents paid 183 naira, 5 kobo for the product.
And lastly, on the headlines, Delta State, who won the just concluded National Sports Festival, will host the next edition in 2022. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, said Delta State was given the nod to host following the evaluation of the bids and the fiscal visitation of the prospective states.
And that was the headline news right here, Nigeria Info 99.3. I am Andrea. Odu-obi, Teke.
And I'm Collins. Teke. What's Up Lagos continues. The family talk is on.
All right, welcome back. It's 11. All right, 3 minutes gone past the hour of 11 right here, Nigeria Info 99.3. And yeah, Family Talk is right back at you. We're still having the conversation centered around living with a step family, be it a step kid or as a step parent.
That's right.
And we're also asking you Nigerians to share with us your experiences. I mean, a few that we've heard are quite
touching
and interesting. Yeah. Also, Collins has that first-hand experience, and he shared a little bit of, what he's been through.
Yeah.
That was just the tip of the iceberg. That was just the tip of the iceberg that Collins went through, because we've had that conversation before. I remember when he shared me his story, and I was just weeping. I was just crying. I was looking at the man that I married, and I was just crying. And before, I think you didn't even share me the deeper part of it. When we were just dating. I mean, the part you shared to me when we were just together, before we got married, was just the surface. And I was still shedding tears at the time. It was when he told me the full lowdown of everything. I looked into the eyes of my husband like this, and I'm now like, you're a great man. You are a great man. As in, you will eat the good of the land. Yes, you are a great man. Yes, these experiences are not to bring you down, but to raise you up.
That's right.
These experiences are not there to, to make you feel less of yourself, although they have lasting effects. Lasting effect. But you're actually handling it so well. Like,
thank you very much. Thank you. Credit to my mom. Really, she played a major role. Yeah. If I was going to make the decisions myself, I'd probably hate everybody around me growing up. But that wasn't the case. And my step sibling. So quickly before we go back to the calls, why they screen the calls. Now that was growing up. I mean, spending some time with my stepmom, right? When I went to visit that's the story I told. Now think about growing up with my stepdad. Think about the fact that you grew up in a way that every Christmas, like, parents would take the children out to buy stuff for them, and they're never buying stuff for me. And I'm asking my mom why they bought for my siblings, because I had other four or five boys after me, about 3 boys, no 4 boys, 1 2 3, no 3 boys, and 2 girls. Yeah, after me. And they'll buy stuff for everyone except me. My stepdad would, what he can afford. I never blamed him, because, I mean, what he can afford, he would buy for in this case, his children, as it were. And, not buy for me, because I was already, I don't know. And then my mom would just sit me down and say, don't worry. My mom would now carry me with only 2 change, take me to where there's
bend down select
okrika, and then pick 1 or 2 beautiful stuff that, you both don't wear for many years, drop and all that. And she'll come and wash it and use blue to wash it to make it look new, and then iron it for me and then keep it for me on Christmas. I never wore something that was born brand new for me in Christmas. Wow. And it was a common habit growing up. If you're born in the late 80s into the 90s, it was a common experience right here in Africa. So imagine growing up asking the question, why they not buy stuff for me, including school fees, bro. I had to pretty much source for my school fees. I had to learn how to make akara. I had to learn how to fry puff. Is it puff? I had to do all that as a kid. So even while I started going to school, let me tell you what happens. I would go to the farm in the morning as early as 4 a.m. All right, as early as 4 a.m. I would go to the farm myself and my mom. She would take me to the farm early in the morning so I can go get stuff I could sell, whether it's cocoyam or yam or tomatoes or whatever it is we're going to harvest in the farm. See, when they say you're going to farm, not these days, it's not garden. You understand? It's a 1 hour 30 minutes journey at least. I would go as early as 4 a.m. and I would go climb, so we're climbing the mountains in Boya, and then come back that same morning, go to the market. The market is on my way to school. Sell what I got, get the money, give my mom, and then go to school, learn, come back, and repeat the same. So I can save money to be able to send myself to school. That, my friend, today I'm telling you the story. It's not be fabu and no kretam. That was my everyday experience growing up. And all this was because I was a stepchild. Because I was a stepchild, there was nobody else except my mom to take care of me. And that's in this situation. I appreciate my stepdad for giving me a whole roof over my head. But that was the experience. Right. Now, I that broke me so much such that I don't know. I wish that I used to ask, where's my dad? My dad that came and took me to stepmom again. Stepmom gave me raw cocoyam to eat. God, why? But all those things made me strong and gave me some sense of independence, even though it affected me a lot. Thanks to Andrea. He's just healing me these days. I just got to realize why I act the way I act and be the way I am. And that's just my experience. Guys, I hope this inspires you to see that irrespective of what they do to you or tell you, you can't become whatever it is you want to become. I'm not there yet, but I know where I'm heading to. Right. If you're smart enough, hearing the stories and hearing me talk on radio, you will have an idea of where I'm heading to. And you can only be inspired by these stories.
All right, let's hear more from you, Lagos, Nigeria. Do you want to share your experience? Also, we'll be highlighting the advantages and disadvantages of having step family.
That's right.
Today we're just talking basically step parents and step kids.
Oh yeah, you're a bit emotional. Don't cry if I see.
I'm not. No, I'm good. Hello.
Sure.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up?
This is Eunice.
Hi, Eunice. Good to have you here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I am not living in a step-parent's house, though from what I have seen and from experiences or what I have heard, many step-parents are wicked to their stepchildren. And in many homes, the situation that presents the greatest challenge is biological. Because children in such a family may experience jealousy. Even the step-parents sometimes feel jealousy, resentment, or perhaps a conflict of loyalty.
Yeah.
Because they rebuff the sincere effort of the step-parents in giving them discipline or trying to be a good father or a good mother.
Yeah.
But from what I have also learned so far is that Bible principles, when we apply them, can also help in such a household. And cultivating wisdom and discernment, especially wisdom, can help us in a number of ways to identify why family members say or do certain things. And this can also help us to have empathy. In such a household, before the father or the mother got married into such a step-parents, if it is where the children already know one of the step-parents, when they were friends, they can be welcomed by the children.
Yeah.
But once they are married, they can see that the attitude of the step-children also changes. This is because they now feel that their biological parents, who is no longer living with them, is affecting them emotionally, and they feel that such a step-parent wants to take away such affection.
That's right.
And they can even remind one of the step-parents that when trying to give discipline, that you remember that you are not my mom or my dad. And saying such utterances from the children can hurt the parents.
That's right.
But the Bible encourages us at Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 9 that we should not be quick to be offended.
All right.
Discernment and empathy are needed in order to deal with the children's emotion in such family.
All right.
And then when it comes to discipline, it is better that the biological parents give the discipline of that parenting.
All right.
So that one of the stepchildren will not say, because he is not my dad or because he is not my father, that's why, or my mother, that's why you are doing that. But frank family discussion can do much to head off the trouble.
All right, thank you so much. I mean, you've made your point. Well, we have questions for you. What's your opinion on having step families? Have you experienced being a part of a step family? How has your experience been for you? Has it shaped you? You heard my own story. We'll take 5 calls and then go to the messages on Facebook and WhatsApp, right?
That's right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's up, Lagos?
What's up, Lagos?
Hi.
Just alive. Good to have you with us. Who are we talking to?
My name is Olajide.
Oh, great to have you, Olajide.
Olajide, welcome.
Yeah. My experience concerning what you're discussing, I'm glad I heard this from your station. Concerning the stepfather and stepmother, I experienced a lot. Honestly. My father was a farm secretary in Lagos when he was alive. Happened to divorce my mother. Somehow, we don't know. But we are staying with our stepmother. In fact, if I tell you what this woman did to us, you will not believe it. A woman that came to marry, let's assume, for instance, a woman came with 7 children and married to someone's father.
Wow.
7 good children.
Wow.
Good children.
Wow.
Maltreated us to the extent that when it comes to time of giving us food, we see hell. Different kind of thing I cannot be able to say.
I mean, feel free if you want to share it. I mean, feel free. People are listening.
That's one of the ways of healing.
Yeah, go ahead. Share it if you want to.
Yes. My son name is Ogundeko. My name is Olajide Ogundeko.
Okay.
I have a brother, Ogundeko, Buke Ogundeko. Up to today, we cannot be able to see each other. I don't know where they are. But for me, why I'm saying this, I just want to believe in yourself. And believe. And when you believe in yourself, have focus and be close to God. People can say such a thing. People can do so many things to you to discourage you to become what you want to become. But when you have focus and you have belief in yourself, you become whatever you want to become. No matter what you do.
That's right.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Appreciate it. All right, that's second. We have 3 more before we go to the message. You want to comment?
Yeah, I wanted to say, really, right? I know that we had a caller who said she is a typical example of what's going on. The fact that she has been married. She's married to a man who also has a son, while she also has a son. And usually that it is difficult to love another person's child as your own.
That's a fact that everyone should accept first.
Yeah, she said that. She had to, be as real as enough to, to agree to that, to say that. So now, there's that also the difficulty of trying to caution. When the other parent is trying to caution your own child, you're like, is it because it's not your child you're cautioning them like that? If it's your child, are you going to caution the child like that? Now, there's this silent question I want to ask. Like, why is it difficult? Is it the emotional sentiments you have that is difficult for a person to love another person's child like your own? Is it because of emotional sentiment?
Or is it society? Or is it
just society? Or is it just an individual thing? Even the aspect of you not, caring for another person's child as much as you would care for your own child. Why is that there? Why do we have that? Is it just a human thing, or what exactly?
Good. Let's also not forget that there are people who have step experiences and they are fantastic experiences.
Exactly. We have Williams on the line from Ikeja.
That's right.
What's up, Lagos?
What's up? Cheers to live, Williams.
Good morning. I'm the first time caller visiting. This is like the first time I'm actually listening to radio driving, no?
Wow! Good. You jumped in on us. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I've actually been calling since, and I've been listening to everybody talk. I listen to Colin's story. It's all interesting and it's good, but there are different narratives to these things.
Right.
I personally, even I'm not as old as Colin, but I won't say I didn't have experience. I do have experience. My father didn't get married to my mother, so I was born for my father, and then my father married somebody else. So I became a stepson to somebody,
that woman, yeah.
But the thing is, one thing I figured out growing up was tribe matters, mindset matters, and the individual
matters.
We have different tribes in this country, and it's basically the tribes that actually contradict all those things. And if one is not rooted spiritually, be it a Christian or Muslim, if one is not basically rooted in depth, you won't basically know how to treat the next person. Because I think there's a Bible passage that says, love your neighbor as yourself. So if you want to love, for example, you get married, and it's mostly common to men, because men that have child, and then they are marrying a woman or a lady. The lady already has this mindset. Now maybe talking of maybe the man has funds or money somewhere. So there's this mindset like that child is the one that's going to inherit. So the woman is already coming with that vicious thinking like, no, I'm not going to give him breathing space and all. Or if the woman is also rooted in the Christian or Muslim, like biblically and spiritually, there's this different mindset. I personally would say I love my stepmom. And I love my biological mom. Most times I kind of don't want
You're in the middle.
I don't want to separate both, because the only thing why I fight my mom is, why didn't you fight for me, or why didn't you beg my dad, or that kind of thing. And when I look at my stepmom, you're trying to be good. You're doing everything right, The fact that we all travel to the US and all, and then my name is like the one that's coming up first. So there are different narratives to it. Yes, there are the times whereby stepson thing will come up like, no, go and do this. Like, you can just be frustrated. But at the same time, looking at the brighter side, just look at, like, we are all human.
Yeah.
That's right.
If the lady was the one boxed up and had the money, and then the guy is coming into the picture, the guy will be so submissive that, and I know the way this our current generation is. Gone at the 80s and then everything was all myopic and all. But now people are basically enlightened.
Yeah.
I can't basically get married to somebody now that has a child.
And now mature the child,
and not take care of that child. It's not possible.
That's a very valid point. Williams, right? Well said. Because let's not get carried away with what happened in the past. That's not to say it doesn't happen now, but I think people are better enlightened now.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Better
enlightened, so that's just the thing.
All right, thank you.
It was nice listening to both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Man, that's one more before we go for the messages, because we'll take some time on the messages and then get our comments.
Okay, one more call and let's see it's been screened.
So far so good. So if someone is in a step family situation now, what advice would you do you think right there they should be given? Let's say a man who has stepdaughter or step-children from the wife, and a woman who also has a step-children from the... What advice would you give such people, those categories? And the step-children themselves, or because in this case now, if you're a kid, maybe if you're a minor, you may not have the decision. What I can only tell you is that just do not hate anybody because of that. Try to see yourself. I don't know, but what advice would you give?
All right, we have Benjamin from Amuodofin. Hi, Benjamin. How you doing?
Oh, Benjamin is still on mute again. Okay, yes.
Yeah. What's up, Lagos?
What's up?
Chester Life.
Yeah, my name is Benjamin. I'm calling from Amuodofin.
All right, good to have you here.
Talk.
Yeah. First and foremost, let me wish our beautiful queen in the house happy birthday. Sorry, it came late. Anyway,
no problem at all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, this topic is like it's for me personally.
Wow.
Because this is exactly what I'm going through, and I've been looking forward to share my problem with.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, I married a widow.
Okay.
With two kids, daughters.
Okay.
Yeah. So like 10 years ago, we've been together. You see, the children now, as they grow up, with everything I try to do, virtually nothing I've not done for them. I fit their base because they live with us, you understand? Yeah, so they live with us in our house. Just I take them as my own children as well. So, but as they grow up, this hatred just, I don't know where it's coming from.
Wow.
Both of them, they just keep... Like the first girl now, she's 18 this year, while the other one is 13.
Okay.
And she will finish secondary school. The level of the hatred now, I'm telling her, once she finish, she's going to leave my house because I've tried everything just to make sure.
Wow.
She behaves well, but
you know what? I think I have a clue.
I don't know. Maybe if you can give me advice on what to do.
I think I have a clue. They are just being teenagers. You see, teenagers can be rebellious.
18 years. I thought 18 years is adult.
See, she's just transitioning.
Yeah.
She's just transitioning. She's not even a full adult yet. 18-year-old is transitioning. They are not full adult just yet.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So they're going through that phase of their life where they are usually very rebellious. So what they need
to get used to me because it's over 10 years.
No,
you're not understanding them. That's the thing. You're not understanding them. See, you are still looking at them. The truth is, let me tell you the very bitter truth. The truth is,
let me listen through radio.
All right then.
Great,
thank
fantastic.
you so much.
Yeah.
Now the truth is, this is what I can just perceive from what is going on. There's still that, the caller said earlier that it's difficult for you to show some kind of love to the people who are not exactly your children.
Yeah.
Now, him subconsciously still don't connect to them or with them as his own children.
Yeah.
To him, he thinks that he is, giving them what they want. I'm treating them like my children. I give them what they want. I care for them. I show them love. But you are not connecting to them or with them like your own children. Now, when you have been able to, and you see, be it the mother to the daughter, as long as it's a teenage age, is usually really tough. This period, a lot of things are going in their head, they're going on in their minds. They are unstable. They need direction. They need answers. They need, conversation. They need love. They need a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So when he mentioned that one is 13, one is 18, I said, they're teenagers. They are teenagers.
So let me also add to it. Parents and everyone else taking care of children, right? I don't know too much, but we have talked about here, because this place, like we say, the show is not just a place to bring topics to talk and we just load you with knowledge. Yeah. We all share ideas, talk about, we learn from each other. Yeah. All right? Yeah. We have had conversations here that had to do, we asked about parenting. And we also mentioned that parenting is not about providing. So even if you're parenting a stepchild, your only responsibility is not just to provide. You should also be in their lives. Your providing may not be as meaningful to them as having conversations with them and making them feel loved.
Yes, right.
Or being in a position where they can talk to you.
Talk to you, that's it.
Because teenagers have a lot of questions.
Yes.
And they want someone to answer those questions.
That is right. And if they're not getting the answers from you, they will go outside to look for, and you see, we're in a situation where there are a lot of information out there in this, cyber world. There's a lot of people, information out there that they're looking for, questions they need answers to. So I think this is what I would advise if if it's good enough.
Be friends with them.
Be friends with them.
Love them.
I think that you are being hostile to them, because from what you said that
put your money. If I'm spending, it's not even my child.
What he said was that you're going to chase her out of the house once she's done with secondary school. That is the wrongest thing to have even said to her. She's going to be more rebellious to you. She will even say that you're not being a father to her. You are. In fact, that will give her enough reason to say, you're not my father. Why are you saying this to me? Now, the thing that you can do is to build a relationship with them. Yes, they would not accept you at first. It's tough, but you need to calm yourself down and have the relationship with them. Talk to them from a point of, I want to hear what you're feeling, what is going through your mind. Rub minds with them. Be friends with them. That is when you can get the love that they are looking for.
That's right. Well said, Andrea. We need to go on a break now. When we come back, we'll take the messages we have on Facebook and on WhatsApp. Walk.
Hey, Ali, how are you?
I'm tired, Shadi. My bank is bashing my head with charges.
Have I not shown you how to break free from sufferhead banking?
Is it that Kudo something?
Kuda, Ali. It's Kuda.
That one, Kuda. Are they even safe?
Hey, wait till I start. They don't charge me account or card maintenance fees.
My bank has even charged for a debit card I don't have.
My Kuda card was free and delivered to my house free. I have never paid a naira for owning this card.
What about transfers?
Kuda will give you 25 free transfers to other banks every single month for the rest of your life.
You're right, Sha. Shadi. Is your hotspot on?
Better use your own data.
Shadi. Kuda Microfinance Bank gives you an account with free transfers, a free card, and 0 ridiculous fees. Break free now. Get Kuda on Google Play or the App Store now and open a full bank account in a few minutes. Kuda, the bank of the free.
Do you have a complaint on the content of a broadcast? Are you dissatisfied with the conduct of a broadcast station? Do you feel aggrieved by any program on the radio or television? You can now lodge a complaint to the broadcast station or write directly to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja. You can also send us an email on info@nbc.gov.ng. Your complaint must include name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and reason for the complaint. Do not forget to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and your signature. It is important that your complaint gets to the NBC within 14 days of the said broadcast. The National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
We're back. We are back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's What's Up Lagos, baby. Get set.
Welcome back. We're live and we are back on Family Talk with the time at 11:29. We are delighted to welcome you back indeed. When I say we, I'm talking about the entire Nigerian Info FM team, but most specifically, the amazing Andrea Odu-obi. Teke by my side and my humble self.
That's right. We're still talking living with step families.
That's right. A lot has been said already, and we promise that we'll go to the messages when we come back, and it's time to go to the messages.
That's right. We have messages on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp, and we'll check on Facebook too. On WhatsApp, wow, Mr. Collins, you are indeed destined for greatness. I almost lost my dad while I was in JSS 2. He said, I also, lost my dad while I was in JSS 3 and had to stay with my uncle. He took me to CMS to join Agbiru. Wow. But today, I'm happy to be a professional accountant. Bamidele, thank you so much for that message. I'll just rush up these messages. Thank you, Bamidele. Hello, Mr. Collins Teke. Thanks for sharing your inspirational story. Your story is the result of your greatness today as a broadcaster. And God giving you the inspiring helpmate as a wifey. Merci from Pierre. Pierre, merci beaucoup, mon frère. Well, quickly, this one says, Reverend Adeshino Ayonton Yibo. You're sending a message from Matogu. He said, Collins, you got me today. He said, so touching. What? Some people used to use their story. Some people used to use this story and the likes to deceptively encourage the same person they are maltreating. Why would a human being do this kind of evil to another human, especially a child? Thank God he survived, and the whole children wouldn't make it through. He said the whole children, a lot of children would not make it through that kind of experience. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I used to mess up the message sometimes. I think you're loving children. I think loving your children more than you love the one that is not yours is natural. There was a time that I was watching a hen with his chicks playing together. Then suddenly one came from nowhere. If you see how the mother hen was hostile on the other, that is not hers. It is terrible. So I think it is applicable to humans too. Ade Soji Shobowale sending a message. We also mentioned that. Someone says, Odu-obi, I guess you want to say Odu-obi. Odu-obi, you are spot on this matter. You are speaking on. You are okay. Just on this matter on right now. Yes, I didn't say that. You will no beat me that. See, teenagers are all you need for teenagers is patience in the world. Teenagers need all the patience in the world. Sorry, I missed that also. Well, thank you so much. Good morning, Gokwayami from Ota. I'm crying for Collins' experience, but thank God for your life. Thank you so much for that. Collins, Olisai sending a message here. Say Collins. And the beautiful Andrea Teke say happy birthday. Sorry, this is coming late. But your message earlier says Olisai sounding serious by the city I didn't get that was before now. Let's move on to this one. So what's up, Lagos? Cheers to life. Man, share the money, share the life. Couples, you see, you're the best couple on show on the planet Earth. Teke is not Keke, it's Teke and Andrea. Please, can you advise my elder sister? She got married with the father of 2 children. Bukola is sending the message from Relay Gomu. Said his sister got married with a father of 2 children. That we can advise. As in how? Okay. Do you want to help out with this one? Can you see it from that side?
No, I can't.
Okay, great. Let me take this one.
Glasses.
Okay, great. It says, what's up, Lagos? Even though I'm not in Lagos, good morning, you Tekers. Well, I'm on both sides of the divide. I've been trying to call you guys. I'm a stepson, and I am also a stepfather. It is really not difficult to love a child that isn't yours, he says. He said, I have the most amazing stepdaughter in the world, or the world has ever seen. She's 16, was a senior prefect in her secondary school, now about to gain admission into the university. And the truth is, we can't even go a week without her in the house. I have 2 daughters of my own. She cares for them even more than my wife and I. Now, the secret is to be their friend even before you get married to their mother and father. Let them see you as their own. He puts that in bold. As their own buddy and bestie. It works like magic. Oluwaseun from Alagbado. You have given a solution. Big solution. And I'm going to add to that by saying the movie I was talking about is a good movie for anyone who has stepchildren. Is Daddy's Little Girls. Daddy, thanks to Press Next, it reminded me of that. Go and see the movie if you have step experience. Daddy's Little Girls. It's a movie that came out some years back. You could check it out. It's going to help you grow. All right, and all that. So more messages. You want to check on Facebook? All right, good. Before we go on Facebook, let me take this one's move on now. Andrea led me to myself. It's okay. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Well, I'm a second wife, and my husband, which I always treat my stepchildren like mine. But my co-wife, okay, never do the same. Sometimes if I buy clothes for my children, I buy the same for her own children. But whenever I'm not around, she treats my son with hate, which my house girl do tell me. But I don't act at all. But she also did not. But she also did it when I was around one day, and she locked her children and to give them food and send my child away, so that my son came back to tell me, and I told my son not to worry, to take this any seriously. And he said, but I informed my husband, the English man, he said, I informed my husband what he said really melts his heart, and he said he will see what he can do, and told me to continue with my good heart. Well, if I made sense from that, he's saying that he's showing love, and she's showing love, and she's not getting the same from the others. Well, this is Damilola from, oh boy, you know what? This is where I have to say, I'm mental. Maybe it was a switch position. You take this. Let me go on Facebook. Oh boy, guys, what's he talking about? Step families and experiences, and we look forward to your thoughts on that. While I try to open this message on Facebook, Andrea's got the rest of the WhatsApp messages.
That's right. So let's see. This is coming from Damilola from Ijebu-Ode.
Mm-hmm.
He says the experience for everyone is different, but I would say that there is a line that connects us all, and that is the points that reshaped our lives positively. I live with a stepfather who also had a son.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was cold towards me, and my mom paid the son back in the dad's coin. But I was able to change the heart of my mom while I implore my stepbrother to talk to his dad too, so we can all live in harmony. Wow. Okay, he says our parents had other kids too who enjoyed all the love. But today, without any iota of pride, our other siblings depend on us for virtually everything. And my stepbrother and I are what the Yoruba called korikosun. Friends you cannot sleep without seeing or hearing from them. That line shaped us and helped us become good and great men. I believe Providence charts different cause for us all for a particular cause, most of which to teach others who would come after us how good to live life. Just ask the Bible to replete with stories to help us live a good life. Stories that actually happened to people before us.
All right, great. What's up, Lagos? Good morning, the Tekes. May God bless you mightily for healing families. Growing up, I see a lot of children suffer from the experiences like this in the neighborhood. Even my mom was a victim. Collins and Andrea, please, can Nigeria Info create a jingle that will run daily to advise parents and guardians on these issues? And also child neglect. So all the topics we're talking about we will definitely do something about that. Thank you so much, Larry, for that message on Facebook. You have another? Well, Olabode Michael says, what's up, Lagos? Good morning, Andrea and Collins. I must say, Collins, you are blessed to have Andrea in your life. Yes, I know. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful being. I'm a regular listener. I'm just moved to send this for comment on the last caller's issue. Wow, thank you so much, Olabode Michael. Your comments on the last caller's issue, yes.
Okay, yes.
And Gabriel's Adeife says, what's up, Lagos? Good morning, Collins and Andrea. I love today's topic. The important is love. The important thing is love. Step parents should learn how to love their stepchildren and treat them like their own. That's what he says. Thank you for that comment. We appreciate you. More comments on Facebook. I haven't taken all of them, but as we proceed, we'll take more. Do we have WhatsApp messages?
Yes, we do. This person is saying, Teke, please give your life story to Toyin and Imaku.
to put it
on Johnny Father's phone because it's so touching. It will be used to the whole world. Okay, it's useful to the whole world.
Yes, so we're working on that.
Yeah, definitely. Sam from Ikoyi
Story did.
says, hi, Tekes. Happy birthday in arrears, her honor. Thank you so much. And he's saying, finding it difficult to love someone else's kid as yours is faulty. It's not natural. It's what you've decided to display. My mom fed our maid with the exact food we, her kids, ate. In fact, I wash my plates after meals myself, and I'm the only son amongst 2 sisters. Yet, I do my laundries myself. So people should know that the act of loving is more of nurture than nature. Please, we can all do better. All right.
That's right. Well said. That's an appeal.
Okay. Chris from my papa says, my story is about my auntie who maltreated my younger brother till death. My brother was barely a year older at the time. She actually threw the kid from the passage into the room and he bounced off the bed and hit the wall. I saw it all happen, but I could not say anything. Terrified at 5 years with threat from that wicked auntie. Oh my goodness, is she arrested now? Because that is actually murder. Is she arrested now?
Did you just read that message? Like,
yes,
someone sent that message.
Yes.
Well, you said it at the beginning that it's going to be
a lot of moments.
Man, that was sad.
A lot of moments. Noah from Ogun State says, Collins and the beautiful Andrea Teke. Okay, he's saying happy birthday. Thank you.
Wow. So I'm trying to identify some of those messages on Facebook because a lot of them we haven't taken already. Well, Agbe Lucy, Anointed Kings, they said, well done, guys. I love today's topic. You guys are doing a great job. Love you. Thank you so much. Igwe Victor says, it's not always easy to cope with a child that is not biologically yours. Don't son or daughter. But Collins, your story is so touching. If anyone hears the golden voice, he wouldn't know what you have been through to get here. Man, I'm not here yet, so I'm heading somewhere. Hold on, when we get there, we'll tell the full story. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Igor Victor. Peace in Osegbe says, hello, Collins and Nigeria. I love you guys. I love you too. We love you even more. Thank you so much for these messages that have come in. We appreciate you a lot. Well, oh boy.
We mentioned that we're going to give you advantages and disadvantages,
yes, right? Let's look at some of those advantages.
Okay, so where should we start from? Which of it should we start from?
Let's start with the disadvantages first.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the advantages.
All right. So yeah, one of the disadvantage
of living with step parents or stepchildren. Okay.
Now, other children may find it difficult to adapt to living with another family, and this is very normal.
Yeah.
It's just like when you are in a new workspace or when you're in a new school or a new environment, it's normal for you to find it difficult to adapt or adjust to the new system, to the new family, to the whole thing going on, around you. So yeah, that is one of the disadvantages.
Jealousy may be evident among the children also, especially if they are of a similar age. I passed from masjid, my dad.
Yeah.
That's
and it's the job of the parents to demystify that mindset of jealousy among the step siblings.
And the best way to do it is just to be friends with them, be their besties so they can talk to you and you guide them.
Also be very observant, right? See these things happening, because sometimes, right, if you're not observant to knowing, okay, this person does not like this, my own son does not like this person, does not like my husband's son. What is going on between them? And then sit them down, have conversations with them. There was this thing I saw. Now, this is real siblings, right? There's a new punishment where there's a very large shed. Two of them should enter the shed and sit there the whole day. They will learn to love themselves, So yeah, that's a good punishment.
Yeah.
So there's another one here that's one of a disadvantage.
Okay.
There may be confusion with the roles. Now, confusion. Remember the caller that mentioned, right? If she wants to discipline her child,
she would think like,
would he be upset if I discipline his child this way, or is this the way he's going to discipline my own child? So there's usually confusion in that regard as to who can discipline what child, either the birth parents of the child or the step parent of the child. There's usually that, and that's why she mentioned there was a standard. Good. It's not about how we are feeling this time around, but it's about the standard that we have created for the family and how we are going to discipline our children. Be it you discipline your own child while I discipline my own child, or you can discipline my child while I discipline your child in a certain way.
That's right. Another disadvantage that you have mentioned in our comments where we spoke about it, to follow up on that, is that disciplining someone else's child can cause resentment.
Yeah.
They'll resent you, say you're not my dad, you're not my mom, why are you trying to discipline me, are you my mom?
Yeah.
So sometimes that's what someone advised, that it's better just let your biological children, if you have not built a relationship for them to see you as their own father or mother, allow the biological child to do the parent to do it for the better understanding of the child.
That's right.
That's another disadvantage. That's right.
And lastly, disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is the fact that one partner may not like the other partner's child. That's why you can find that the step parent is maltreating the stepchild, and that's because the step parent does not like the stepchild.
Now, there's something I'm going to add to it now is the fact that, you see, one or both of the partners may bring hang-ups and unresolved feelings from their earlier relationship into the current one. So you are already broken, because most times when people come in with the children and they already have an experience in the past that left a scar.
Yeah.
That's why divorces are not advised. It's not the advice. This is an offshoot of divorce in most cases.
That's right.
Or failed relationships in most cases. So you bring the baggage, you come in, and then you're already on attack mode, as it were.
Defensive.
And these are some of the disadvantages that you might watch and see how to address them. What about the advantages?
Yeah, that's a beautiful part.
Yep,
whatever on the surface of this earth that's got a disadvantage already or must have an advantage.
That's right.
All right, so let's see the advantage that we have here. The family may have a better quality of life.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Now so there may be more money coming into the home of both parents if both parents are working. Thus the stepchildren can enjoy a higher standard of living thanks to the combined income.
That's right. Right. There's also another one here. It says there may be a new house and a new start. So it's like a fresh start
for the kids.
The
stepchildren.
To have that blend. If you watch this movie, Blended Families, I mean, you will understand better.
So 2 recommendations: Blended Families, Daddy's Little Girl.
Blended Families.
See those 2 movies, guys. Come and share with us later. And another thing, it may feel more secure and safe. Imagine that you're staying with your mom alone or your dad alone. Now your dad is married to another woman, and then you have a new home. There's at least they take care of you and all that. It may also end up giving you a more security and safety, as it were.
Talking about security and safety, another advantage is the fact that the more the family members, the more you can have personalized support from both family. You can have support from your own mother. You can also have support from your own father. I mean, your stepfather. Depends on what the case might be.
That's right.
Also, if you are the parents now, you can have support from the child, your stepchild, and support from your new partner.
That's right. And lastly, it can help to teach resilience. You will learn. I learned it. So the benefits for me, there were lots. I became independent, and even at an early age, and it helped me. I wouldn't have survived what I survived after all those experiences if I had not had that kind of foundation that gave me some kind of resilience in how to bounce back after pain or conflict. It helps you to bounce back, to know how to bounce back. So guys, look at those positives and advantages, brood on them and increase them in your life, and the disadvantages, deal with them and make sure that they are decreased in your life.
That's right. We're still taking experiences. If you want to share, we have a few minutes to go before the social media highlight, right?
Wow, look at the time. Anyways, we'll take a few comments and then get to touch on the social media highlights. Jasmine's around the corner to give us what's happening in the social media space, swiftly in and out. What's up, Lagos?
Hello.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, Ebi, Dine. The only adopted, begotten son of Adolika, Apostle Paul.
Did you say biblical? Biblical. Did I hear that? Biblical.
Apostle Paul.
Okay.
That is where you originate from.
Okay. It's no longer for Kalahari Desert.
Yeah, Apostle Paul went to Arabia Desert and they left him at Kalahari Desert. Finish work, yeah. So the finished work he will soon be on the greater display now.
Okay.
He is the one in charge of reconciliation of the youth and the women, girls youth and boys youth.
All right.
So when you have accumulated a lot of money in the Igbo, then come over and be what God has made you to be, representing the biblical Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul made a difference. Okay, Andrea.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, you are an Israelite. That is why he married you now, because Apostle Paul is an Israelite.
Okay.
So you will have to give the biological background about the Israelite to him.
Okay.
How to arrest the arrester, destroy the destroyer, uproot the uprooter, waste the waster life, as Apostle Paul did.
Amen.
Hello,
Oh, she's gone. Hey, let's take squeezing one more. Oh, we cannot. Okay, great. Because they're coming in, but that was just it. Some of our callers are legendary, man. Mrs. Aigbe is legendary. Oh man, thank you so much for that. So, Jasmine is on the corner. Jasmine, how are you today? How do you feel this morning? We have limited time, and I know you just be at the corner, but am I going to come on? So what's going on the social media highlights? How can we have this abridged conversation as fast as possible?
Fine, thank you. Well, we could just, we're just going to continue with the Chimamanda topic.
Yeah, we promised.
Yes,
how did I forget?
We promised that we were going to continue, and Comfort is really gingered. In fact, she's been gingered all week.
Comfort,
to share her interesting facts. She told you all to pull up the facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for Comfort. Comfort is gone.
So for the sake of the people who just tuned in and didn't follow us from yesterday and Tuesday,
oh yeah,
what exactly is going on social media and what is it about
we're going
Chimamanda?
True. Sorry, I should have done like a recap. So there's a video that surfaced from way back about 2-3 years ago, based on the fact that Chimamanda just had a recent interview with OAP, and she said in the video that a lot of Nigerian feminists are under disguise under feminism. Sorry, I'm trying to put my words together. She said Nigerian feminists who have very disgusting and irritating character traits hide under the disguise of feminism. And she says that you're not a feminist. That is not feminism. You are just plain nasty. Yes, and we were just talking about what social media was saying and how feminism has evolved and how we can recognize misandry from feminism and you just being a nasty person.
Yeah.
All right, Comfort.
You
have it. Be relaxing down. Be doing before she go over now.
What feminism is, all feminism does, is they just try to make way for women where they've closed the way for them, like in politics, in owning properties. There's some places there's some countries they don't allow women go to the cinema, they don't allow women drive. So all those things. So
that's what feminism should be about.
That's what feminism is. They just try to pave way, like the education for girls and other things. Provide for them
the rights for women.
Okay, you know what? 3 seconds, we'll pick this bill and come back and finish your thoughts.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.